is as you said. If we lose here, nothing will remain.
What are you boasting about? Even if you kill me, Esros is still the victor. I withstood humiliation to preserve the name of the High Houses. And even so, you ingrates treat me like this!
Enough excuses.
They are not excuses. House Wolford has single-handedly brought ruin upon us.
Hey y'all, we're back with another episode of Triangle Strategies. So last time, well, you can see it right here. Let's look at it.
At the end of the battle against House Wolford, Lord Silvio of Tellior leaves the field defeated. The victors, however, do not go by unscathed, repeated battles taking their toll on the soldiers. All goes according to Gustadolf's plan to weaken both houses. Landroid Falks, Lord of the Third of Glenbrook's High Houses, faces off against General of Laura.
Light and shadow. So yeah, as you can see, like, we just got done fighting Silvio and one of his mercenaries for hire. Yeah, it didn't go as planned because he got that tail whooped. But yeah, he retreated, and now we look like we're going into Landroid's fight. But before we do that, it looks like we have some character development. Let's look into it.
Lord Serenoa never ceases to amaze me. Despite all the hours he dedicates to his duties, he looks none the worse for wear.
Even so, I am certain it takes its toll on him. He wants to set an example for his people and those who serve him, and wishes not to worry them over his condition. Excuse me, Serenoa, but is there anything I could do to help?
Frederica, my apologies for the delay.
Oh.
The citizen's petition will require a bit more time, so why don't you and Gila return home ahead of me?
I see, if you insist. But please do not push yourself too hard, Serenoa.
I shan't. Thank you, Frederica.
Of course.
Is something the matter? It's rare of you to sigh like that.
Did I? Oh my.
It looks like something's troubling you. If you wish to talk about it, I am happy to lend an ear.
She worried about her mans.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I sometimes wonder if I can go on like this.
Are things not going well with Lord Serenoa?
No! Serenoa is as kind and gentle as ever. It is my own self I have doubts about. I cannot help but wonder if I am truly of any use to him.
Since Lord Serenoa is always working so hard, why not give him a tonic to boost his vitality? I purchased one from a merchant not long ago. It should chase all his fatigue away.
A good idea, to be sure. But the fact remains it is not me myself that is serving him.
Then how about preparing a meal for him? Something nutritious to fill him with vim and vigor.
Me? Cook?
Oh?
Yes. I'm certain he would be delighted by anything that you make.
But I've never cooked before. I doubt anything I make would suffice.
You won't know until you try.
A sandwich?
Besides, what matters isn't the result, but the feeling behind it. use this cookbook. I'm sure you will find a recipe or two to your liking.
Thank you, Gila. Now then, which of these would Serenoa enjoy?
Okay, so she gonna cook, and she's never cooked before. Hopefully, Serenoa has an iron stomach. What's happening over here?
I must survive. Somehow, I must survive. Ah!
Escaping all on your own, I see.
Rufus, what are you doing here?
I came to collect my reward.
Reward? Since when were losers ever rewarded?
I remember our deal differently.
As do I. I was promised an invincible executioner. You are nothing but a fraud, a sheep in wolf's clothing. What's so funny?
I have a new deal for you. Pay me what I'm owed or die.
I cannot give you what I do not possess. But if you kill me now, you will have lost to Wolford with nothing to show for it.
Go on.
If you let me live, on the other hand, I will find the coin to pay you. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
Fine. But if I don't get that money, consider your life forfeit.
Oh shoot! Oh, he about to kill old boy. See, you gotta be careful who you make business with. All right, anywhere else? Hyzan is really quiet over there. All right, Landroid, let's see what you got going on. Oh, dang, they get whooped.
Far too much blood has been spilled.
I know how loyal you were to the late King Regna. We may be enemies, but you still have my respect. I would invite you to join our ranks.
You would dishonor me so.
I prefer it to your death.
Save your pity for someone who needs it. Your master will never have our loyalty, even if it means the end of the three high houses. Your Majesty, I serve you even in
Dang, she quick with that big old broadsword. Or is it more of a claymore?
His plot foiled and bested in battle by House Wolford, Silvio Tellior flees, leaving everything behind. House Fawkes fights valiantly, but ultimately loses to General of Laura's army and joins their late king in death. Of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, Wolffort, Tellior, and Falks, 2 are felled by the iron hammer of Esfrost. House Wolffort now stands alone, in more peril than ever.
So, 2 of Glenbrook's 3 high houses have fallen. Esfrost's invasion took me by surprise at first, but this is quite the interesting turn.
Now Wolffort stands alone, having lost both the crown and its allies. There is no better time for us to act.
Then let us set the trap, brimming with bait enough to lure them in and keep them there.
Oh, so y'all all
As you
jumping me.
command. The famed High House of the Salt Iron War will soon be under your thumb, my lord. Having control of their land will make our deliveries that much easier.
Indeed, and House End will prosper more than ever. Brute strength is not the only path to victory. A truly wise man can win without ever drawing his sword.
Oh, so y'all trying to jump though? Okay.
My lord, a bird from Sorsley End of Hyzant has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in light of our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorsley has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolffort in his debt.
That's what it sounds like.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get. Let us accept his proposal. We can deal with whatever ulterior motives he may have once we are back on our feet.
Understood. We shall discuss our countermeasures at another time.
All right, so let's see what we got on the map. And, oh, we got something here.
Congratulations on your victory in the Falk's domain, General.
Thank you, sir. They were proud warriors. And Lord Landroy a formidable foe despite his age.
I imagine he was content to breathe his last on his beloved fields. 30 years have passed since the Salt Iron War. It was time he was put to rest beside that bygone era. Avlora, it is time you had a rest as well.
What do you mean by that, Your Grace?
Your soldiers have fought long and hard. Any longer, and their morale may suffer for it.
But what of House Wolffort? Prince Roland is still with them. Is that not cause for concern?
There are no lords left worth worrying about. House Wolffort stands alone after Roland's uprising.
Even so, we would do well not to underestimate them. Even standing alone, they once changed the course of the Salt Iron War.
House Wolffort is no longer the hunter, but the hunted. Or do you believe you understand something that I do not, General?
No. Forgive me, Your Grace.
See, if Laura wants to keep killing, like, I want her. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna get her because I didn't choose that path. Oh, there's nothing up here. Let me check the encampment. Oh, I'm broke. I can't do nothing. Why am I broke? Am I broke? Let me see. All right, so last time I promoted Benedict. This time, I'm going to promote. You.
It is an honor to serve.
Yeah, that feels right. Dang, you ain't got it. You ain't got no more medals. You got any? Oh, I need oak. Okay, hold on a sec. I think you were selling oak contact. You were not. You were not. Okay. Oh, you got an upgrade. Okay. I'll take it. Okay. All right, so you're right now. Okay. That's good. That's good. Now, what's going on over here?
You wish to speak to me, Your Highness?
I wish to leave the Wolford domain.
And you want me to persuade Lord Serenoa?
Yes. Though I doubt he will welcome the conversation after the scales have spoken. But the people are tired. Their expressions grim. And this castle is no different.
Even so, the decision was made together.
Yes. But I think we all know that I am at the source of our troubles. The responsibility ultimately falls to me.
Dad, that's a burden.
If you truly wish to take responsibility, then I do have an idea.
And I would hear it.
What you playing, Benedict?
Give me that ring.
But this is proof that I belong to the royal family. What would you do with it?
Have you die for your people.
Yo, Benedict, are you either A, gonna kill him, or B, fake a death? Wait. Yo, let me tell you this. Benedict, if he ain't nothing else, he a smart cat. Wise beyond his age, because you know what? I see what you're thinking. I see what you're thinking. That I do. I'm kind of in agreement with you. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, boss. Come take a look at this.
The poor soul. Or maybe not so poor, judging by these clothes.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Of course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
Shiny ring, huh? Is that the royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland.
The corpse is regrettably too damaged to identify, but the royal signet is unmistakable. Aside from Cordelia, there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring. There can be no doubt, this is Prince Roland.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but about that reward.
Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
What a waste. Is this truly how the kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
House Wolfort are no fools. Their friend was only a liability. They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince. They may have escaped, but there are none who would help them. There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolfort any longer.
A shame.
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend.
Oh, Roland.
Light and Shadow completed. Yo, this just got interesting. So how are we gonna do this? Like, is that really him? Did we really just sit there and do all this for nothing? Like, what's to become of this? Like, where are we going? What's the route? What's the plan? Somebody tell me something. Or do we just have to wait till next time? I think we do. So, I'll see you then. Later.